to answer the question about alcohol, this will not measure the alcohol directly, but if you take the beginning reading, let it ferment, and then take an ending reading, you can calculate how much alcohol is present based on how much sugar was used. Because for every pound of sugar, it produces half a pound of alcohol and half a pound of carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide escapes through the airlock, hopefully, and then the alcohol remains. So the triple scale hydrometers also have another scale on them that is percent potential alcohol. So if you notice, yeah, at the beginning, we're going to start, it should be around 1050. So if you roll that around, it looks like 7% potential. So if it ferments all the way to 1, which it won't, it'll have 7% alcohol in it. Then at the very end, you measure it again. So I expect this is going to finish around 1010 or so. So if you look at that and roll that around, that's, where am I? It's almost 2%. Okay. Almost 2%. So 7 minus 2 is about 5%. So you'll have 5% alcohol in it. So I usually take notes at the beginning and the end, and then you can measure the alcohol content that way. Other devices that can measure directly the alcohol content will be skewed because beer will have residual sugars in it that don't ferment. They're non-ferment, they're complex sugars that are unfermentable. The yeast will eat what it can, and then it will leave the rest. And there's also other dextrins and proteins and things. Those will add to the body of it. It'll add more weight to it. And then other devices that try to measure that expect there's just going to be alcohol and water. So they'll give you a false reading because of the presence of sugars. Wines are very fermentable, so all the sugar gets removed from those. So those aren't as much of a problem to measure. But beer, you need a before and after. Yeah. If you forget to do the initial reading, you can estimate the initial reading. If you hit your target, these are very known amounts. So you're putting this, and if your bucket's calibrated well to 5 gallons, you know what your starting gravity should have been. And then you can use that to measure against your final gravity to give you your alcohol content. So you're welcome.